Okay, here's a little video of my birthday. It was very simple dinner with my parents, and pura din to I was working. If you saw that Mother's Day skit, तो वो उसी दिन I had made it. So go and watch. अभी बोलो हैप्पी बर्थडे मुझे बोलना पड़ रहा है
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
So if you are an avid reader, then you should watch this video, and if you are not much of a reader, still you should watch this video. Maybe if you read the books I recommend, maybe you would start liking to read, and that's a very good habit. Hello everyone, this is Calliope, and today I'm going to give you top 5 recommendations of mine. Okay, ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि some poll के हिसाब से या people recommend these books. No, these are just my recommendations, the books which I have loved. Okay, I'm not like उतनी ज़्यादा बड़ी रीडर नहीं हूँ कि बस monthly मैं 3-4 books पढ़ लेती हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है. In fact, these days it's been like first time ऐसा हुआ है कि I've not finished my books since a long time because I feel tired, and noon time was like the time where I used to read. So sadly I've not finished them. So let's begin today's video. So the first book which I really loved is Shantaram. It is by Gregory David Roberts. Now it's very interesting because Mr. Gregory, he was basically a criminal. He actually, it's because of his interesting story, he was convicted as a bank robber and heroin addict in Australia, and how he fled, how he escaped from the prison there, and he came to India. And even here he had a very interesting and difficult life. He lived in the slums, and you should basically read the book, then you would come to know. It's so interesting, like sometimes while reading I would feel like I am watching a movie. That's the reason I really loved all the twists, and it was like really like a Bollywood film because there was everything. There was suspense, it was like a thriller, there was like romance, and then there was heartbreak, and then the atrocities, what happens in the jails in India, Mumbai. And it's interesting how things work in Mumbai. Basically, if you are living in Mumbai, or even if you're fascinated about the life in Mumbai, how things work, then you should read this book. Of course, it is not about present day. It's somewhere in the 80s, I think so. Somewhere in the 80s, I think he had come to India, Mumbai. So that's definitely my top 1 recommendation. So there was this whole controversy, whether this book was actually somewhat like an autobiography, or was it like just a novel, all these characters were created. He says that it is just a novel, and all these characters were created. It's just that it's inspired from the time he lived in Mumbai. That time it was Bombay. So anyway, forget the controversies, but you need to read the book. It's awesome. You would love it. It's not boring at all. Next book I will recommend is Take Me Home. It is by Rashmi Bansal. Now, yes, the writing, it might seem कि बहुत ही mediocre है, and it's very simple book. But what I like about this book is that it has these short stories, real inspirational stories about these 20 entrepreneurs from small town in India, and how they started their business, from a small, you can say, thele wala, गाड़ी पे start किया हुआ business है, या फिर so many times they got a lot of failures but they did not give up. People were laughing at times, you know. It has all these stories. Balaji wafers, if you eat that, yes, उनके बारे में भी story है. Then the Padman story, the movie Padman, जिनके ऊपर based है, you know, about that guy also, how he did not give up, you know. Everyone, even in his family, was like mocking him, basically telling him to give this dream up, but he did not. And that's like awesome, all these stories. So if you want something which is like a mediocre read but the stories are inspirational, and if you are someone who wants to become an entrepreneur or you are one, I'm sure these stories will make you believe in your dreams and will just make you all pumped up, you know, about your dreams. So definitely a must read, I would say. So go for it. Okay, third book I would recommend is for people, you know, if you are someone who's a creative person, who's an aspiring actor, or just say from the film industry, or it's, you know, even if you're not and you want to just know a little bit about how much actors have to kind of like struggle, or, you know, just to know their life story a little bit. So you should definitely read Ayushmann Khurrana's book, that is Cracking the Code, My Journey in Bollywood. This is about how he started off his career. Okay, for someone like, you know, who likes Ayushmann Khurrana, I think you would like to know about how he started his journey, and, you know, how he finally became a commercially successful actor, you know. And let's face it that Ayushmann has a very likable, average, you know, Delhi boy face. So he can basically कोई भी character में वो ढल जाता है, right? Middle class, you know, little upper middle class, लेकिन you kind of feel that, you know, he's like one of us. He's not like one superstar like Salman Khan, you know, वो थोड़ा सा over the top movies के लिए he's fine. So yeah, if you are intrigued about how the Mumbai film industry works, you know, how much we have to go through all these castings and stuff. Of course, Ayushmann's journey started off in a different way, and he gives like a few tips, you know, like how to be successful. That's why it says cracking the code. Okay, but of course he had an unusual journey. Of course, for people who are very clear that they want to become an actor, for them it might be a different journey, but definitely give it a try. You might like it. Okay, I would definitely recommend this book over Kunal Nayyar's book. It was just blah. I mean, some of the chapters were fine, they were funny, but otherwise it was like, I didn't really like it. I even read that book. So Kunal Nayyar's book is Yes, My Accent is Real. I did not like it at all. Now, fourth book I would recommend is for someone who really likes to read about astrology, you know, sun signs and all. So this book I had read while I was in school, because I've always been interested in astrology and stuff. So I had read Linda Goodman's Sun Signs and Love Signs. I would highly recommend that. It's very simple to understand, you know, about each sun sign. And even Love Signs ki book may like have compatibility ke upar chapter, like, you know, how, for example, Taurus and say Virgo, you know, in general they'll talk about it कि compatible है या नहीं, क्या differences है, क्या similarities है. And then Taurus man, Virgo woman, उसके ऊपर एक chapter रहेगा. Then Taurus woman, Virgo man. So they talk about the differences, the similarities, whether it will work out or no. फिर sun signs में again they have like different chapters कि how, for example, a Taurus child is, a Taurus woman is, a Taurus boss is, a Taurus man is. General introduction may also they talk about, you know, how this sun sign is. So it's interesting if you are interested in just reading about basics, you know, to know about different sun signs, and you should definitely read this, because I feel that it's much more in detail. Last one I would recommend, this book I think I had for one of the years in English literature. So I have still kept that book. It's so beautiful and it's so inspiring. It is Anne Frank's The Diary of a Young Girl. I'm sure you guys know about Anne Frank's story. She was a Jewish girl, and how during those times she used to write in her diary in her bunker days, you know, kaise wo log bache from the Germans and stuff. So it's very inspiring because imagine a young teenage girl, uske mind mein, you know, what she must be going through. So, you know, you should read that book because we are, you know, always complaining about so many things, you know, first world problems, mobile ki battery low ho gayi hai, your internet is not working, या फिर oh I'm so tired, you know, I don't want to cook. या ऐसे मतलब स्टूपिड चीज़ों के लिए हम लोग सीरियसली कंप्लेन करते बैठते हैं. बट इमेजिन ड्यूरिंग द वॉर, or imagine during such times when this lovely girl, you know, wrote such an amazing book basically in her diary, and how इतने मतलब इतने difficult time में also someone can be so positive. So it's nice. You should read such books to feel inspired. Alright, so these were the 5 books I would recommend. Of course, if you like this video, I will definitely make another video about it, you know, give some more recommendations, you know, in the next video. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please comment below and let me know what are your favorite books. See, I think you know, everyone has a different genre of books they like, or you know, some people might just read books which are like top 5 recommended. Yeah, some people will, you know, read books only which are like bestsellers and stuff. For me, I read books like what I am interested in. So if you like any of these books, go and buy them. Amazon pe jao. And yeah, that's it. It's not that, you know, I'm not interested to show that I'm such a well-read person. There are people who are like such I don't know, weird people. They'll be like trying to put you down, you know, oh this book, usme kya hai? So it's not like really that best book. I mean, how can you say that? Just read anything and everything can be useful for you someday. Like, you know, read newspapers also, magazines, everything. मैं तो हर चीज़ recommend करती हूँ. I never put anyone down कि oh you should not read this one, you should not that book bakwas hai. I say that read bad books also, you know, watch bad films also. So please share this video with your friends and please subscribe if you're liking my channel, my videos. Thank you to all my subscribers, and if you want to check out my last video, it's somewhere here. Until next time, it's bye bye from me. Take care.